How's it going, guys and gals? So I wanted to do a little life update video. Hopefully not make it too long. Talk about some good news and slightly bad news. I don't like to clickbait, but I've been going through some health minor ailments along with my mother-in-law. My father-in-law was more major, and my wife. So it's a cascade of events that's just been unraveling, but I think everything hopefully is going to be okay. So the good news is that my daughter's third birthday we celebrate in Southern California. We live in Northern California, so it's about a 4.5 hour drive without stops, but with stops, a lunch break, and a couple of temper tantrums, excuse me, from my 3-year-old. We all survived. It was like a 6-hour drive or something, so it was okay. The party itself was great. The Airbnb was nice. It was like a 4-bedroom. One of my buddies for many years, like over since I was like 14. That's amazing. He drove up, and he spent the night with his family, and it was a good time. A swimming pool in the back, a regular pool table inside the house, a lot of cupcakes, beverages, adult beverages for me, and she had a great time, gifts, and she kind of was like shy at the beginning, which is normal, pretty normal for, I think, even like adults, right? Sometimes I have to get used to someone if I can click, and then I can socialize. I'm pretty social, but at times I like to be by myself, but I digress. So she had a good time. She started opening up more, opened up some gifts, had some cake, and it was very fun. That's the good news. The bad news is there's just been some things that have been going on. You guys know about my father-in-law. He's been kind of he's back in the hospital, in and out of the hospital, and I always try to be positive, I try to be objective about it, but he's just been going kind of like in and out, in and out, in and out. So at this point, I don't even know if he does get out, that he should be staying at home with my mom, even with in-home care. With my mom, excuse me, with my mother-in-law, because I just don't think she has the energy and the resources to do it. It's just a full-time gig. And speaking of that, I think the increased stress from my mother-in-law, she's lost like 12 pounds unintentionally. Now, losing weight, if you're a little bit overweight, is okay, but when you're doing it in unhealthy ways, it's typically not good, because you're lacking, even though you might be losing weight, you're lacking nutrients and good carbs, proteins, and fats, a combination of healthy fats and the whole 9 yards. And hopefully she's taking like a multivitamin. So she's been getting some stomach issues because stress is just a killer, and I think it's just affecting everyone. So that's my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, and then my wife has been getting some, sorry if I repeat some of this stuff, I just can't remember 100% what I've said in the past. She's been getting some indigestion problems as well from stress. It could be contributed to some hormonal issues as well, but nonetheless, she's getting some GERD. She went on Prilosec. I think yesterday was her last day, 14 days on Prilosec. She's been dealing with that, the migraines. What else? She had sleep deprivation a few weeks ago, and she got over that. So she's been going through a lot, and I've been trying to hold my end and help her out as much as possible, but I'm only human as well. And I try to take on a lot of the responsibilities. And speaking of responsibilities, last but not least, myself, I think it's finally kind of caught up with me. I've been getting, so I'm holding my right hand, but I'm holding the phone with my right hand, but my left hand right here. I've been getting some, I haven't been diagnosed yet because I might see a specialist. I left a voicemail, so hopefully I'll call them during the week. I think I'm getting arthritis, in particular between my middle finger and my fourth finger, then my knuckle right here. I can't touch it right now because, like I said, my other hand is being used, but my third and my fourth knuckle, these right here, the tendons and stuff, it's not a shooting pain, so I don't think it's carpal tunnel, but I definitely think it's some form of arthritis. And without your hands, you just can't do anything, and I need to be productive. That's why I did a modified workout. That's why I mentioned earlier, I had a modified workout because I had to only go about 60% because I made a mistake yesterday and tried to do more than I should, and I could feel some pain, and that's the stupidest thing ever. That's one of my dumbest traits that I have. I like to try to power through it, and that's just not good. Burning pain is one thing, working out, but you shouldn't have abnormal pain. And I couldn't do pull-ups, I couldn't deadlift, anything that I have to grip the something tight, like the dumbbell, really tight and try to pick it up, it's a lot of pain, awkward. Even right now, I took out the recycling bin, and when I stretch my hand this way with one hand, and then I can feel it, and I pour the recycling. I'm using my hands too much. It's starting to add up, and it just happened out of nowhere. And that can happen. Sometimes it could be gradual based on my research, but it could also just be like that. And I've had hand issues in the past, more from typing, and I've been doing some hand exercises, and it helps. And it definitely has helped, but I think this is something that doing it independently is not going to get rid of it 100%. So I did more research. I've been doing some exercises, hand exercises, modifying and increasing my vitamins in general. Maybe I'll do a video in the future if this helps. But I do want to see a specialist, get their opinion on what I can do, because like I said, without your hand, you can't do crap. I got things to do. I gotta go to work too. I gotta lift patients too at times, inpatients especially, and without my hands, I'm rendered useless, and I don't want that. That's just gonna mess everything up. So I'm not taking this lightly. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, get this taken care of, and get back to my workouts 100%, because I can't stand it. I just don't like it. Sorry, I'm just kind of stretching it out right now. So I've been doing some exercises, and they've been helping, but it's just, I gotta get help. So that's my time. That's a little bit of the bad news. I feel like just things are just breaking down. I had that neck strain. I don't know if I mentioned it weeks ago. I think it's about 95%, so it's almost gone. That's not a big deal. I have this ongoing lower back pain in my left side that when I drive extended periods of time, such as when I went to Southern California for my daughter's birthday, I have to take breaks, and it just some ailing pain. I put some CBDs, some icy hot, I took some acetaminophen, 1,000 milligrams, and still it was just a little bit painful. So on the way back, my wife had to drive like 2 hours, and I drove the other 2.5 hours. It just sucks, man. So that's my time. That's my list of complaints. Sorry if it sounds like I'm like complaining or anything, but I'm just, taking along this journey called life, I guess you could say. And that's it. I'll keep you guys and gals updated, and anytime I can try to help other people, especially if they're dealing with this, or if you have any advice or suggestions for my arthritis. I'm sure I've already researched it, because when I research something, I go all the way. But any useful advice would be helpful. Thanks very much, and I'll talk to you next video. Bye.